Yo, what up? Today I got some Rush on Wake Island on Battlefield 5. Wow, something new that I've yet to upload to my channel. So the same old, same old. Anyway, I'm going to use this video to kind of give my thoughts on Battlefield 5, even if it is a little bit too late for it, and try to give you my thoughts and opinions and hopes for Battlefield 2042. So let's get into it. Battlefield 5, I skipped out on it when it first came out for Black Ops 4, and I'm glad I did, because Battlefield 5 is quite shit. I don't care for it, don't like it, and I remember when the gameplay trailer came out, a lot of the fan base was pretty mixed on it at the start, saying it didn't really look like a Battlefield game. And honestly, I kind of agree with them. It doesn't really feel like a Battlefield game at all. And this is supposed to be a World War II game, believe it or not, but it really doesn't look like one. At least to me. It feels like a more modern style shooter than it does a World War II style shooter. And I don't know, I just don't care for it. The things I don't like about this game, there's a good old long list of them. I think the thing that agitates me the most really is just the gunplay and the visibility issues I feel like this game has. I feel like enemies blend in way too well with the background, and I feel like the guns in this game suffer from COD style recoil, where it's just random shit. I was playing some Conquest on a map the other day, and I was firing my gun, and next thing I know, it just randomly shoots up the screen. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Call of Duty style recoil, that's fun. But I don't like the gunplay. Essentially, it's quite shit in my opinion. And the whole like specializations on guns and all that crap. I don't like it. The maps, I think, are shit. One thing I've always enjoyed about Battlefield is their immersive style maps, whether it be on Bad Company 2, 1943, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1. All those maps really fit the game really well. They have really good visibility. You can see people quite well, even if they're supposed to blend in. However, in this game, the maps just feel very shitty. Like, yeah, they look good, but they just don't play well, in my opinion. Enemies blend in way too well, and for me, a lot of the time I'll die, and the little screen where you see where the person killed you, you can't even see them. It's like they're hiding behind the brush. It's hard to see. And a lot of my deaths are just from the fact that I can't see anyone, so it kind of just ruins a lot of things for me. There's also a lot of maps with what I like to call the vertical layout buildings with multiple levels. Doesn't make for a good time. It's already a pain in the ass running from one point to another, and you got to look in 4 different ways to make sure you aren't crossing someone's sights, and it's another pain in the ass to make sure you have to look up or down to make sure you're not crossing anyone's sights. The game feels very campy as well. There's a lot of nooks and crannies for people to sit in and go unnoticed and blend in quite perfectly with them. Lens glare from snipers are gone, or at least it seems that way. Again, that could be another whole visibility issue with myself. Even on Domination, the maps feel quite terrible. Like Panzer Strike felt okay. Province feels like shit. And I don't know. For the little bit of Domination I've been able to play, it's just run from one point to another to the other and cap it, and it doesn't feel good at all. And I think that's the problem with a lot of modern Battlefield 2, is, at least in Conquest, which is why I stopped playing Conquest, the maps just feel way too big for my liking. Like 1943's maps were big, but they felt good. And I hope with 2042 that the increased player count will fill these maps out a lot better. And instead of just running around and getting wrecked by vehicles or snipers, there's more skirmish-style gameplays for infantry players, rather than just hoping you don't get domed by a sniper or you don't get blown up by a tank. That's my hopes anyway. Battlefield Bad Company 2 style gameplay would be superb for me. I felt like those maps were perfectly sized. They were pretty action-based. There's a whole lot going on, and there wasn't a whole lot of downtime, and to me those maps were just perfect. And I know that in Battlefield Portal, Erica Harbor and I forgot the other, Port Velasquez I think was the name of it, I don't remember, will be in Portal, so that's kind of cool. Those maps were really good in my opinion. But back to Battlefield 5. Yeah, the gunplay just feels like shit. Maps are shit. Visibility is shit. And the reworked not squads, but the, I guess, specializations or whatever the fuck it's called. The assault medic, whatever. Squad revive is the thing now. And I was in a game the other day with a guy bitching because the top player wouldn't revive him. And he was calling him human excrement because he's not reviving me. And it just made me think, like, you give everyone a revive, not everyone's going to use it. If you've been a long time Battlefield player, you know most medics don't revive. There's been plenty of times on Battlefield 1 I see like 3 or 4 medics pop up and they all just run away. So it's nothing new. I don't know why people rage about not getting revived. I do it, but you know, I'm a little KD whore, so whatever. I don't understand the whole, if you're going to play medic, you're not going to, and you run syringe and you're not reviving, then what's the point? Though I do have to say, I do like the fact that it does take a bit to revive in this game, whereas in Battlefield 1 it's an instant revive at full health. Battlefield 4 you do have to charge a defib. Honestly, I would like to see a mix of 5 and 4's revive system in 2042. Even though Battlefield 1 is a great game in my opinion, and I did say it was shit a long time ago, but after playing it numerous hours, I can say that I actually enjoy Battlefield 1. The one thing I hate the most about Battlefield 1, outside the shoddy weapon balance when it comes to medic versus assault and support, is revives, and that's because you get revived at full health. So other than that, that is one good thing I feel like Battlefield 5 does, is just revive time feels decent, at least. But for 2042, like I said, I hope they bring back Bad Company 2 style maps in terms of size. I do hope Domination or Rush makes a comeback. If so, that's probably where I'll spend most of my time. Unless Conquest actually feels decent and the maps don't get any bigger than they are now, I'll stick to those 2 game modes. I've also heard about crossplay, and if that's the case, I feel like the game's going to live a lot longer than what it has been. And even now, there's still quite a few players on. Like, even on Battlefield 1, there's a shit ton of Conquest servers. On Battlefield 5, there's a shit ton of Conquest servers that are full with 64 players, so there's still quite a bit of players still playing Battlefield, and honestly, that could be because they're getting ready for 2042. And my expectations for 2042 are going to be quite low. I've learned to go into a game, expect the least amount of good possible. After Cold War, I was hoping Cold War would be, you know, a great Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 2019, and it was utter shit. So I'm going into 2042 with low expectations. Hopefully, with the beta, you know, those expectations will raise just a little bit. The last Battlefield beta I played was 1, and I drew the conclusion that Battlefield 1 was going to be a shitty Battlefield. I didn't play it initially on release. I ended up playing Titanfall 2 because I ended up hating Battlefield 1. I played Black Ops 3, and then I came back and I ended up loving Battlefield 1. So hopefully it's the same thing with 2042. But anyway, that's the end of the game. Final score was 17-3. I do have some more Battlefield gameplay to upload. If I get any more Battlefield 5, I may upload that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace out.